Hello, and I'm Joshua Hale. Thank you for joining us on this QTV special presentation as we look back to remember some of the key moments that shaped our campus experience over the past 9 months. A look back at the 2013-14 school year. In today's broadcast, you'll hear from students as well as some of us here at QUTV reflecting on the biggest news stories of the year. Topping our news in review, the Quincy University community still mourns the loss of a beloved faculty member. Dr. John Schleppenbach, professor of communication, passed away Monday, February 24th at the age of 71. Dr. John, as he was known by most, joined QU in 1972 as an assistant professor of English. He and his wife, Dr. Barb Schleppenbach, were instrumental in developing and expanding our communication program. We'd like to dedicate today's show to the Schleppenbachs. Our thoughts and prayers continue to be with Dr. Barb and the entire Schleppenbach family. For seniors like myself, the absence of one of campus monuments was quite a change after seeing it for the majority of our time here at QU. Nestled in the heart of campus, the so-called $1 Million House or $1 Million Mansion was the source of campus folklore. Its departure from the center of campus upon students' returns last August was quite a surprise. I was able to catch up with a couple of graduating seniors this past week to get some follow-up reaction now that the year is almost gone by without the $1 Million House.
Well, at first it was like really shocking, you know, like you're like, wow, it's been there for the 3 years they've been here and it's been gone now. But to me, it really, after a while, it doesn't really bother you that much. It kind of seems more natural, more flowing for the campus, because that house being there was kind of like, what's it doing here? You're kind of confused by it. But I think it's also good because it gives the university more chance to expand upon its buildings and things. We can build stuff there, and it'll help out the campus as a whole more than anything.
I think that they should have filled it with another dorm, especially for this coming up year, because they have a lot of people coming in. They don't have a lot of room, last I heard. I don't know.
We've been saying it for a while now, but we're just days away from final exams. Earlier this semester, QUTV's Sarah Valkamp offered helpful tips to stay stress-free as you prepare for the big week.
Exam week can be a stressful time for many students. Not only is the week of the exam stressful, but the preparation before can also prove to be a difficult time if not planned properly. Sophomore Cameron Walker talks about how he prepares for finals week.
I try and get enough sleep, plan things ahead of time, map out all the classes I have to take finals for, and then I just try to not think about it as much, just so I don't stress about it, because otherwise I'll just be doing poorly on the final.
Along with Cameron's advice, we here at QUTV have come up with 7 simple steps to stay stress-free. Step 1. Start early. Exams are still 3 weeks away, which give you the perfect opportunity to get a head start on studying for exams that you believe will be the most difficult for you. It's never too early to start studying. Step 2. Be organized. Write down when each exam is and what you need to study for. If the exam is a cumulative one, study a little bit each day and then review yourself on it later. Step 3. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Resources such as the LRC are available to help you better understand material. Studying with friends or attending study sessions can also be beneficial to helping you prepare. Step 4. Make sure you get enough sleep. Sleep is very important when it comes to keeping your body and mind refreshed, revitalized, and motivated. Step 5. Take breaks. Studying for hours at a time can cause you to lose focus. Taking little breaks to do things such as visit the HFC or listen to music can help you get back on track and stay healthy. Step 6. Don't rush. Plan enough time each day to get a successful study session in. Don't rush through a lot of material at one time and try to stay away from distractions. Finally, step 7. Stay calm. Exams can be very stressful, but they don't have to consume your life. By starting early and pacing yourself, you'll be able to ace your exams with no problem. By following these 7 simple steps, preparing for exams should turn out to be a breeze. If you are already feeling the pressure from exam time, Assistant Professor of Psychology Dr. Brian Nolan has advice for you.
You should be doing if once you say you find yourself experiencing some stress, give yourself it's okay to take a break sometimes. If you're getting really stressed out with something, tell yourself it's okay to take a break, and take a break, do something fun for a little while, but then refocus and get back to that.
Exam time should be a time to relax, study, and have fun with learning. We here at QUTV wish you good luck and happy studying.
And Sarah Valkamp joins us now in the studio. Sarah, do you think students here at QU do a good job at staying stress-free during finals week?
For the most part, I think they do a pretty good job. I know a lot of students here like to procrastinate, and procrastination can be a really big problem come exams week. It's best not to put everything off until the last minute. I know right now you're probably cramming for it because they start Monday, but overall, I know personally I've been like laying things out and like organizing everything that I need to do. So hopefully I can set an example on how to stay stress-free.
Yeah, hopefully the students can stay stress-free. The athletic season kicked off with a bang with the unveiling of a brand new sports complex. After a major fundraising campaign from the QU women's soccer team, the new Jack McKenzie Field at Legends Stadium last September, QTV's John Dvorak previewed the new field when it was unveiled.
In 1964, a dream was born at Quincy College. That dream was soccer. It all started at the old Q Stadium about 5 blocks north of the main campus. At a real vibrant atmosphere with its stone walls and stadium seating. It was also a dual-purpose field that was primarily used to play baseball and was modified for soccer. This went on until 1977 when the soccer field was moved to North Campus, which is further north on 18th Street. 1978 was when the new field hosted its first game. At the time, the stadium was top of the line that outshined all other similar fields in the division. However, the field fell into disrepair since the mid-1990s. This led to the decision that a reinvention of the field, thus the creation of Legends Stadium. Legends Stadium is going to be built in 3 stages. Phase 1, which has already been built, includes a new state-of-the-art synthetic field and prominent recognition of coaches Longo, Francoeur, and Postleon. Phase 2 includes the building of a walkway honoring all of the national championship teams, an arched entrance with a red stamped concrete walkway and a black fence to go along with the new landscaping. The final phase includes the addition of a brand new press box, concession stand, conference space, and a team film room. The 2014 season will coincide with the 50th anniversary of the men's soccer program and the 30th anniversary of the women's soccer program. Over the many years, the great number of athletes have inspired the creation of this new field to commemorate the people who helped build the program from the ground up. The Quincy University men's program has 11 NAIA national championship wins under their belt, along with 2 national tournament wins in 1998 and 2010. The women's soccer team has 6 NCAA national tournament wins and was in the NCAA Final Four twice. These achievements will help pave the way for future legends to be made here at the new stadium. And now we leave you with footage of the building of the Jack McKenzie Field.
QTV Sports Director Andy Martinez joins us now. The QU soccer team uses the field. The QU soccer teams used the field to spring themselves to new heights, didn't they, Andy?
Yeah, they did. You know, the QU men's soccer team sprung a successful regular season, winning the GLVC conference regular season tournament, and then in the conference tournament made it to the semifinals. Unfortunately, they didn't make it to the NCAA tournament, but the women's team sprung to career highs. You know, winning a GLVC regular season tournament, GLVC conference tournament, making it to the Sweet 16 of the national tournament, and being undefeated for the whole season until that final game when they lost up in Minnesota. It was really a historic season for the 2 programs.
All right. The opening of Jack McKenzie Field at Legends Stadium was a big moment for QTV as well, right, Andy?
Yeah, the stadium was big for them. It was a brand new facility to play on, and it was really, really big for them to be able to play on a state-of-the-art facility like that's here at North Campus and Jack McKenzie Field.
You and Jeremy Covert were there commentating the game as we shot our first live remote of the year with the new studio. Wasn't that correct?
Yeah, it was first game against Southwest Baptist. It was a very unique experience getting out there for the players to be out there for the first time in a competitive match and seeing them enjoy themselves in a big game like that.
Yeah, usually you see a lot of strikers when they take the first shot, when they're one-on-one with the goalie, they like to watch their shot and admire, just watch it go into the back of the net. But Jordan was smart. He followed through on the shot and he was able to put it away.
Yep, and now QU's already got the ball right back as they keep moving the ball around. It's some good footwork there, but Southwest Baptist gets the ball over now. And they just, they're trying to work the ball around as they want to try to get a counterattack possession here.
And as you see QU, they're pressing high. The back four usually would stay back a little bit farther back, but they're staying up really high, forcing them into making a play right away.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Maybe an example of the team having a little more confidence in this game. And then there comes up another one to Jordan Roberts. And there's goal number 2.
And again, another ball sent through from the defender, and he just went through and beat him and beat the goalie again one-on-one. This time, first shot was good.
Now we've seen in the previous game, or we talked about in the previous game, they had 8 shots but no goals. So far, 3 shots, 2 goals.
QTV's Charity Boyd produced a series of stories this year to help prepare students for a career after graduation. The most powerful showed disturbing trends that reveal a gap of unequal pay based on gender.
With the ever-growing workforce on a steady rise, should college students be minding the gender pay gap? According to an article on USA Today, a PEW Research Center survey states that millennial women ages 25 to 34 made 93% of the hourly wages of men in 2012. The report states that today's young women are the first in modern history to start their work lives at near parity with men. Women, more than men, are naturally conditioned even through high school and college to pre-plan their lives. I'm going to stay at home with the kids. I'm going to lay low on my career. But we suggest that you go full steam ahead. PEW's research found that 55% of respondents believe that men earn more than women for doing the same job, and 46% of adults reported it is easier for males to earn top titles in business and government. Kristen Leeson gave us some tips on researching your career.
I really encourage the students to get on salaryexpert.com, something like that, and research what the job title is, the location that they want to work in, and what is the salary range. Then I think your negotiation skills come from your education and did you have an internship? Is your skill set a lot higher than just an entry-level student coming in? And that's where I feel like they can really negotiate the salary.
So as you start searching for that perfect career, remember, it never hurts to go after what you really want in this first-come, first-served world. For QUTV, I'm Charity Boyd.
So Charity, you have done several post-college related stories over the past month or so. Why do you think that stories like this are going to benefit the QU students?
Well, my main idea for these stories with the gender pay gap stories as well as the career building series was to make sure that, the students had their idea of I need to network, I need to do my internships, I need to plan ahead for my job, because as I said in the previous story, a lot of times, going back to the gender thing, women are thinking, okay, it's after college, I'm going to start my life, when they really want to start their career. So I wanted to make sure every student was already prepared and took the steps necessary to get everything done that they needed to do.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
The second annual Strides for Shannon was hosted this year by QU's Greek Life. This color run and fun walk was held April 5th. Reporter Colleen McCormick was there for a very special day.
This past Saturday, the Greek organizations of Quincy University put together the second annual Strides for Shannon Color Run. This event was a 5K run around neighborhoods close to campus. Throughout the run, student volunteers threw handfuls of color powder at the runners. The white t-shirts that were provided would then be stained in many beautiful ways. There was also a 1-mile fun walk just around the campus, which also included the color powder.
Everyone, make sure you sign the banner. It's on the table next to the water. Please sign the banner.
Proceeds from this event benefited Shannon Peters and her family as a part of her ongoing medical expenses. During January of 2013, Shannon was struck by a car while crossing Chestnut Street outside of Garner Hall. She suffered terrible brain damage and was hospitalized for many months after the accident. Because Shannon is a member of the Alpha Omicron Pi sorority at QU, the Greek Life on campus wanted to do something to help out her family, so they put together the first Strides for Shannon last April. This year, The fun-filled day not only included the run, but also a lot of socializing, dancing, and even a special appearance from the choir. Shannon's recovery is ongoing, but she has come further than any doctor ever expected for her to go. This year she was even able to attend the event with her parents. I was able to interview her along with the two heads of the event, Ashley Reese and Ashley Cahill.
How awesome it is that Shannon is here with us this year. We are so happy. She's happy. We love it. We're going to have a great time, and, you're missing out if you're not here.
The week before this event, 2 area restaurants put on takeover nights, which proceeds from that night went towards the run. Culver's donated 10% of proceeds from sales on Wednesday, April 2nd, and raised $218. Texas Roadhouse asked for donations in exchange for free appetizers on Thursday, April 3rd, and raised over $600. Overall, the total raised for Shannon and her family was over $7,000. The hope is that this event can go on every year until the Peters family is no longer in need of additional funds. For QUTV, I'm Colleen McCormick.
So Colleen, please tell us why this was such an important story for you to cover.
I mean, I was involved in the planning of it the first year, so being able to be at it the second year in a row and being able to cover it was just going to automatically make it special. But what really hit the nail on the head was the fact that Shannon and her family were there. It just was so cool. Everybody has been wondering, how's Shannon doing? What is she able to do? Is she able to walk? Is she able to talk? And so we were able to talk to her. We were able to see her. We were able to see her walk around campus. That was the coolest thing.
Yeah, I bet that was really great.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think that this event will continue to be just as successful in years to come?
Absolutely. I think that with enough work, it can continue to grow. I think that we'll continue to do takeover nights at restaurants. Maybe we'll even do a restaurant every single night instead of just 2 restaurants. Maybe we will have fundraisers in the CAF. Maybe we'll be selling T-shirts beforehand, maybe not necessarily just the white T-shirts. I think that it can grow even more.
All right, can't wait to see what happens. Thanks, Colleen.
Thank you.
Well, this past February, QUTV's Lizzie Bowles was on scene when the new QU Winter Guard performed their first show, Attitude is Everything, at the halftime show in the basketball game. The Winter Guard is an extension of the marching band program directed by Bill Mackold. After 4 years with the marching band, Coach Galen Conwright was thrilled when his students decided to create a new ensemble for basketball season. He says anyone interested for next year should contact Bill Mackold or Amy Stolberg in the music department.
It's a lot of fun. They've kind of become a small family. They support each other at Color Guard as well as within the school. And it's just been a great experience this year, and we're hoping it continues.
Lizzie, this is something new and interesting compared to most basketball halftime shows. Can we plan to see more Winter Guard performances in the future?
We hope so. We've already gotten another 8 girls interested for next year, so we're going to continue strong next year, and hopefully with all the support from the music department, it will just continue to grow.
I hope it does. It's going to be great. Right. The Self-Employment of the Arts Conferences is a yearly event in Chicago where emerging student artists can network and gain valuable knowledge from professionals within their field. Every year, QU professors and worthy students head to Chicago to expand their knowledge and experience in entrepreneurship education. Reporter Andy Swope was there for it all and has the story for us.
The SEA Conference, otherwise known as the Self-Employment of the Arts Conference, was held this past weekend near Naperville, Illinois on February 21st through the 22nd. The conference has been going on for 14 years thanks to Gary Ernst and all the hard work he has put into the conference. Gary created this event because he's seen the need for struggling art students that wanted to make a living on what they created. I got the privilege to sit down with Gary to see who can join this learning experience.
Conference is open to any undergraduate or graduate student or even people from the community can come.
There were many schools that attended this conference, but there were only 5 students and 2 faculty members that attended this experience from QU. After people were checked in, students and faculty members were free to go their separate ways throughout the conference. The speakers that came to present have spent many years in their field, and they were eager to share the information to anyone that wanted to listen in on their conversation. The conference had 7 meaningful sessions. There were 6 to 10 presenters in every session. The sessions were about an hour long, and there was a short break in between them. Computer science, graphic design, music, videography, art, and fashion were just some of the topics that were covered in these sessions. After the sessions were completed, on Friday, dinner was served. There was an inspirational comedian that kept us entertained while we were eating dinner. After dinner is when the creative side came out of some people. There were fun and interactive events that happened during the night, such as drum circle, salsa dancing, improv, and drawing. After these events, people gathered in the lobby and listened to some music or went back to their rooms to retire for the night. Saturday, unfortunately, was the last 3 remaining sessions. Following this session was a closing session to wrap up the entire SEA conference. But before this event ceased, I sat down with Cameron Walker to see what he learned at the SEA conference.
I've learned that just because a dream of yours people say it's convoluted or delusional, like there are means to follow your dream, get at the place that you want to be in life, and you shouldn't let anybody's doubts or criticisms stop you from doing what you want in life.
For QUTV, I'm Randy Swope.
So, Randy, why is it so important for arts-based students to go to this conference?
Well, it's really good to go to this conference because usually arts peoples aren't, not really, I wouldn't say technically, like, they're not really smart usually in the business side. I mean, some are, but some aren't. But it's really good because you learn different contacts, you get to learn different skills and pick up valuable, like, business ideas and contacts with people. And it's just like a really good thing to go and, like, experience. It's like a once-in-a-lifetime experience for arts people, I guess.
Well, it sounds great. I hope it continues to be successful. This year was a game changer for the Quincy University Communication Department. After several years of being located in the basement of Friars Hall, the QTV Studio was moved to its new home in the basement of North Campus. This move was made possible by a grant from the Quincy Herald-Whig and WGM, as well as from donations from KHQA Television. Upgrades include a new set, new edit stations, a new TriCaster switcher, and new high-definition cameras for the studio and field reporting. This big change is just the beginning for the school's communication program because on the way is the much-anticipated online radio station that will be located right here next to the QUTV Studio. Construction on the station will begin sometime this summer with an estimated launch date of fall 2014. With me now is Ashley Cahill. Ashley, you were a broadcasting major. What are your thoughts on the upcoming radio program?
I cannot be more excited. Radio is definitely the field that I know I want to be in as much as I love doing QUTV and TV in itself. But I'm excited we're finally getting it back. We're going to test run some things this summer, but like it was said, come fall, we're hoping that it's all up and running. It will be in online radio with a phone for people to call in. We'll probably make a Facebook page, so it's really exciting that we're finally getting it back.
And I know that you and me have been doing the playlist every once in a while, so I think that's going to be really great for you.
Yeah, I think that'll add to the excitement of radio. I think it'll really get people to be more involved and want to be more involved, knowing that we do have the station, and then we have opportunities for people to do podcasts. So it's a really good opportunity.
All right, sounds great. Thank you. This year in review wouldn't be complete without recapping the Mr. GQ event. This year's competition was held on March 21st by Alpha Omicron Pi. They raised more than $400 for the Juvenile Arthritis Foundation. There were 11 contestants, all fighting for the title, but only one could be crowned. He is hated by most men, desired by the majority of women. This gin is dressed to kill, always in the right place at the right time. He is known as society's ideal man. The 2014 Mr. GQ is, of course, Junior Corey Smith.
That was some tough stuff out there. We had the cat daddy going on. We had guys doing mathematical problems that I never think about in my life, and it was tough. It was tough. So, but I mean, I guess I pulled it out, and I pulled it out my heart, with my heart on my sleeve, and I just did it. And I'm like, again, I'm so excited, I'm so happy. But it was some competition. It wasn't a breeze, I'll tell you that.
Well, once again, it's been quite a year here at QUTV. We've brought a more diverse and greater amount of stories than ever before, and hope to continue the trend in the future. And we at QUTV would just like to say goodbye to Miss Charity Boyd here. This will be her last show here down in the studio, so we wish her the best of luck in whatever future endeavors that you have planned.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Congrats, it was a good time.
Remember to like our Facebook page and comment with feedback, or just post to say hello. I'm Joshua Hale with a final goodbye as I leave QUTV. But the team here will see you back here next fall as we continue to bring the news by the students, for the students.
Thanks, everyone.